Hello and welcome back to Tech and EduSpark Hub, where technology meets education. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at the temperature conversion. So what do we understand by the term temperature? By definition, temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. So it determines the direction of its flow. That is, it can tell us if a body is in a higher temperature or a lower temperature. So it can give us the range of temperature. So let's look at the common temperature scale. So let me just put that down on the board. So we have the first example. We have the Celsius scale, which is in what degree Celsius. So for example, we can say water boils at 100 degrees Celsius and freezes at 0 degree Celsius. So this is what the Celsius scales can help us to measure. It can measure in degrees Celsius. And secondly, we have the Fahrenheit scale. So the Fahrenheit scale is measured in what? Degree Fahrenheit. So for example, we can say water freezes at what? At 32 degree Fahrenheit and boils at 212 degree Fahrenheit. So this is an example of the Fahrenheit scale. And lastly, we have the Kelvin scale. So this Kelvin scale is also known as what? It's also known as the absolute temperature. So for example, we can say water freezes at 273 Kelvin and boils at 373 Kelvin. So this is just the example of common temperature scale. So let's look at the temperature conversion scale. And moving to the temperature conversion formula, we have the first concept, which is Celsius to Fahrenheit. So in order to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, we have Fahrenheit to be equal to open bracket 9 divided by 5 multiplied by C plus 32. So 9 divided by 5 multiplied by the Celsius plus 32 will give us what? Fahrenheit. And in order to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, we have Celsius to be given as 5 over 9 multiplied by F minus 32. So this is the formula to calculate or to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. If you want to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit will be given as what? 9 divided by 5 multiplied by the Celsius plus 32. But if you want to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit to Celsius, the Celsius will be given as 5 divided by 9 multiplied by Fahrenheit minus 32. And moving on, we have the second concept, which is Kelvin to Celsius. So in order to calculate this, we have that Celsius is equal to Kelvin minus 273, while Kelvin is equal to Celsius plus 273. So this is a way you convert Celsius to Kelvin and Kelvin to Celsius. And lastly, we have Fahrenheit to Kelvin or Kelvin to Fahrenheit. So any way you put it. So in order to convert Fahrenheit to Kelvin, we have Kelvin to be given as what? We have 5 divided by 9, open bracket, F minus 32 plus 273. So this is the formula you use whenever you want to calculate what? Fahrenheit to Kelvin. So if you want to convert it to degrees Celsius, you can see this is degrees Celsius and you now add what? 273. So let's look at some examples under this temperature conversion. And moving to the first example as written on the board, the question says convert 25 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. So which formula are we going to use? We are asked to convert what? Degrees Celsius what? To Fahrenheit. So we are asked to calculate degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. So they are going to use this first formula, which is Fahrenheit equals to 9 divided by 5 multiplied by the degrees Celsius plus 32. So we know that our Fahrenheit formula is equal to, open bracket, 9 divided by 5 multiplied by the degree Celsius plus 32. So our degree Celsius in this case is 25. So we have F to be equal to, so 9 divided by 5 multiplied by 25 plus 32. So in this case, our Fahrenheit will be giving us, so 9 divided by 5 will give us what? 1.8 multiplied by 25 plus 32. So Fahrenheit will be giving us, so 1.8 multiplied by 25 will give us what? 45 rather. So it will give us 45. So we have 45 plus 32. So our Fahrenheit will be giving us 77 degree Fahrenheit. So this is how to convert from degree Celsius to Fahrenheit. You can see it is very, very simple if you know your formula. So let's look at another example still on the temperature conversion formula. And moving to the next example, we have two examples as written on the board. The second example says convert 300 Kelvin to Celsius. So we have to convert Kelvin to Celsius. And in order to convert Kelvin to Celsius, we are given our formula Celsius equal to Kelvin minus 273. So in this case, our formula, which is Celsius, to be equal to Kelvin minus 273. And in doing this, we have Celsius to be given us, what is our Kelvin? Our Kelvin is 300. So we have 300 minus 273. And this will be giving us 27 degrees Celsius. So this is how to solve question of this type. And the third, it says convert 68 degree Fahrenheit to Celsius. So we have to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. So we are giving our Celsius to be given as what? 5 over 9, open bracket, Fahrenheit minus 32. So our Fahrenheit here in this case is what? 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So applying our formula, we have the Celsius to be given as what? 5 divided by 9, open bracket, Fahrenheit minus 32. So in this case, we have Celsius to be given as what? 5 over 9, open bracket. What is our Fahrenheit? Our Fahrenheit here in this case is what? 68 minus 32. So our C will be given as what? 5 over 9 multiplied by, so 68 minus 32 will give us what? 36. So we have 36. So moving on, our Celsius will be given us, so 5 divided by 9 will give us 0.556, and we will multiply it by what? 36. And when we multiply this, our Celsius will be giving us what? 20.016, which is approximately 20 degrees Celsius. So this is what you get when you convert 68 degree Fahrenheit to Celsius. So you can see it is very, very simple. So let's look at our last example on the temperature conversion formula. And moving to the last example as written on the board, the question says convert 68 degree Fahrenheit to Kelvin. So we have to convert Fahrenheit to Kelvin. So the formula to use is Kelvin equals to 5 over 9 multiplied by F minus 32 plus 273. So writing our formula, we have our Kelvin to be equal to 5 over 9, open bracket, F minus 32 plus 273. So that means we have to convert to what? Degree Celsius first and multiply and add it together with 273. So in doing this, we have our Kelvin to be equal to 5 over 9, open bracket. What is our Fahrenheit in the given question? It is equal to 68. So we have 68 minus 32 plus 273. So this will give us 5 over 9, open bracket, 36. Because 68 minus 32 will give us 36. And we have plus 273. And 5 divided by 9, so we have our Kelvin to be equal to 0.556 multiplied by 36. So 5 divided by 9 will give us what? 0.556 multiplied by 36 plus 273. So when you multiply this, you are going to get, so 0.5556 multiplied by 36 will give us what? Approximately 20 plus 273. And our final answer will be given as what? 293 Kelvin. So this is given as our final answer to question of this type. You can see it's very, very simple to solve. So attempt this question on the screen. I will let you know if you are right or wrong. And in our next lesson, we'll be looking at another topic. And until next time, I will see you in the next one.